Okay, so it seems I have given you a template file with random sheet layers, or you might discover you have one with no sheet layers, and we want to use our CPP title block and templates for this drafting package. Let's pretend I have some scenery here. Right now, obviously, there is not any, um, but you'll have some, and it'll be great. I'm going to just turn off my light plot and lighting positions. So imaginary scenery, ready to be on a ground plan. Um, Over here in my sheet layers, let's see what we have already. It looks like there's a light plot drafting plate, which is not relevant to your life. We're going to just delete these sheet layers. Goodbye. Go away. Leave me alone. So yes, I do want to delete them. I'm going to delete this section layer. And I'm going to delete 11 by 17 because we're going to make a new one anyway. This package let's draft, instead of on 11 by 17, we'll draft it on Arch D, which is the larger sheet scale. So I've just right-clicked into my empty sheet layers box, and I've got create a new sheet layer open right now. I'm going to call it sheet 1. Sheet 1 is always the ground plan. Sheet 2 is always the section. So sheet 1 is the ground plan. If I zoom out, it's giving me some weirdness where there's like 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper outlined within the Arch D. Is that what you're getting? Yeah, that's dumb. Let's right click on it and edit it again. So if you go into this edit sheet layers box, there's a page setup button. Click on that. And then it's like asking you for printer setup. If you go for any printer, you can use these standard sizes, none of which are what you want, unless you're doing 11 by 17, in which case tabloid is your friend. We can manage custom sizes here, or if you have a specific printer that you're printing for, you can do that. But if we go into manage custom sizes, we're going to hit the little plus sign to add a custom paper size. Right now it's called Untitled, but we'll probably change its name to something real. The paper size width should be 36 inches, and the height should be 24, because that's Arch D. Okay. So it's still called Untitled. Maybe I can edit that. I don't know. Yeah, if I double click on it, I can edit it, and I can call it Arch D. If you have a specific printer, it's better to format for that specific printer. But if we're formatting for any printer, that's cool. So now if you look at your pages, when you come back out of that printer setup, it's got a horizontal of something weird and a vertical of something weird. I'm just going to change those two numbers to 1. And then it will give you your printable area that fits inside of that box. Make sense? Is that all tracking for you so far? Yeah, and then you have one piece of paper, right? No weird dashed lines. It's one piece of paper when we get back out. Great. Okay, so that's my ground plan. Now I'm going to go open something that was on my template file. Like, I'm just going to open my template file so that I have my title blocks open elsewhere in my resource browser. I can go back into my new file, which didn't have those templates, and use my resource manager, click on the other drawing in the open files tab, and grab that CPP Arch D title block. Double click on it. Let's merge, or let's replace the format in the current document. It's gonna ask me to do this a lot now, isn't it? That's cool. Okay. So now I have that title block. When I click once, it will set it onto that page. Yeah? You have it too? Great. Cool. Okay. So now I have a ground plan. It's all set up the way I want it. I'm going to just duplicate this sheet rather than going through those steps again. But if you wanted other scales or sizes, you would go through the same process with those different paper scales, right? So if it's something that your printer automatically has, like tabloid or letter, you can just create a sheet in that size. But for ArchD, we kind of do a little workaround to get the correct scaling of everything. So now I'm going to duplicate this and call my next plate sheet 2. We're going to call that section view because that's always sheet 2. And then we'll duplicate it again for elevations, which will be the next thing that we draft. So elevation, and you would typically in that sheet title tell them what unit elevation. Like for example, wall elevation is a thing you're going to be plating for this. So yeah, so that's how you set up your own sheet layers. Pause, stop recording, upload video.